Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Excuse my back. We're here today because the greatest French citizen that I know so far is Madame Claire, the ambassador. I know many French people, I know many French citizens, but believe me, she's the only one who can fiercely attack someone to defend Ukrainian nations and Ukrainian interests. There are many French people who would like to help, but because of Ambassador Claire, the position of France in Kuwait is absolutely different from what you will see in other countries, especially in the Gulf region. The French embassy in Kuwait is doing more than can also be done according to the governmental procedures. Because of the position of Madame Claire, she inflicted the strong position in the European delegation. She is always a support, personal-wise, for personal assistance, for personal support. I'm thanking you so much. I would also like to thank the government of French Republic to providing us with the financial, humanitarian, material, and other relief so needed at this moment. I'm very happy that the government of France sent the investigation unit who is taking care right now of investigating those war crimes that have been happening at least in the Kyiv region, that they're right now there. Yesterday we had the visit of Her Excellency Catherine Colonna, that she was brave enough to come to Ukraine and she was brave enough to come to Bucha to see what exactly happened. And please believe me, this is not something that you can see in the CNN or BBC or in French news. You will definitely need to come and feel what Madame Catherine Colonna saw yesterday. And then after the press conference, she said that I now understand what people feel. Being there, having there, touch the wood, touch the land of those atrocities, of those war crimes that were actually in Bucha. And then she confirmed the support of France on French people and the government. And I sympathize to the family of Frédéric Leclerc, who was killed yesterday, the French citizen, the French journalist who was taking all his interviews, and was at the same channel that our president gave the interview months ago. And I sympathize to his family and to what he did and his contribution that he did. If somebody here or around the world has any doubts that Crimea will not be Ukrainian, that Donbass will never be Ukrainian, that any other territory should be considered, please bear it in mind. And remember my day. We will get back our land fully fledged. No concession whatsoever. And if we remember Winston Churchill, who said that if you have to choose between war and shame, and if you choose shame, then you will have to have war and shame. Some of the governments, some of the countries do not understand what we're feeling. They raise deep awareness, they raise concern, they're very sharing with the feelings we have, but it's still not enough. And Catherine Colonna yesterday, she saw it, and that's why she said we'll be doing more, because we know what it is. And for those who have any doubts that Ukrainian will prevail, I would have to say that whatever Russian does, whatever Russian government acts, apart, notwithstanding the thousands of people that were killed, notwithstanding dozens of cities which were destroyed, notwithstanding the infiltration camps that the Russian government does to rape, to torture, to humiliate people, then somebody always there to say, we have to take care of the interest of Russia. We have to think what Russia has to think. We have to have a room to save the face. And then somebody really wants to call the president to find out how he's doing. And I'm saying there is no conversation whatsoever needs to be done to that criminal. When Osama bin Laden started the war back 2001 in September, and he destroyed 4 or 5 cities, and so many atrocities were there, he became terrorist #1, and no one wanted to call him and shake the hand. This guy destroyed so many cities, so many lives, so many regions in Ukraine, and still there are some people who wants to call him and extend his to support, to talk to him, to try to save his face. This is not the case that should be. When some people say Russia should not win, Ukraine should not lose, guys, this is absolutely wrong. Ukraine should win and Russia should lose. That's how it should be stated. That's how the journalists should put the word. And only when we united, all of us in Europe, then we will understand what it is. Not thinking that, it's too much, maybe it's not that much, we really don't want to eradicate. To eradicate what? To escalate what? I'm not sure if somebody in Europe wants their cities to be, God forbid, destroyed. And then what? Then we have to come together and think about raising another awareness, raising another deep concern. I can speak by hours and hours because this is my land. And after February 24, I have lost my diplomatic tolerance towards the aggressor and towards those who support it. Once again, today we're here because Ambassador Claire has an absolutely strong stance in regards of Ukraine. She personally supports me as no one else. And she is a great Frenchman. She is a great French woman. So I would like you, please give applause to Claire, who is supporting me as much as she can.